Hello everyone, my name is Alexis and this is pretty much my official first YouTube video, and I wanted to share one of our purchases that we just made. So where I'm sitting right now is the poly&bark Napa sofa, and this is actually the right sectional. I want to talk about the company, and I want to talk about shipping and also the customer service. And I pretty much talked to a bunch of people about this couch with customer service and shipping, and I'll kind of relay those later in the video. I had the poly&bark Napa sectional sofa, and it cost about $2,500, and that is not including tax, obviously. There is no 10% off the first purchase or anything. I was kind of like reading into those. There's no military discount. There's nothing of that sort, and I don't know anyone that owns anything poly&bark. We were looking online, and we saw this great couch for a lot cheaper because it can go up to $3,500 to $5,000, and I was not about to pay all that money. We bought this on June 3rd, and we got the actual couch on June 27th. It was supposed to come about 2 weeks or 3 weeks in, but because of the whole situation that's happening right now, I knew that there was going to be some delays. So we basically got it after 3+ weeks. And this was our first purchase from this brand, but what made us want to buy it were all the written reviews that were on the poly&bark website. I tried to find some YouTube reviews that were unbiased, but I couldn't find any, and I wanted to kind of share my experience because I know there are other people there trying to find a great deal on a cheaper product, but don't always trust the poly&bark website reviews because some people can get paid for them and all those things. So the price obviously is cheaper than most of the other ones. I think the cheapest one I found was about $2,000 on Wayfair, but there weren't many reviews and they're always sold out. And one thing that I loved about it was there was fast shipping, and some people before the whole situation that happened were getting it within a week or two, and I was really excited about that because we're moving end of July, and we needed this couch as soon as possible because if I wasn't a fan of it, I was just going to send it back, and they do have I think it's a 30-day return policy. The size, it was perfect. All the dimensions were perfect. I wanted a couch where I can kind of lay and kind of like lay like this. Like, this is what I wanted. I didn't want anything like too tall, and I kind of wanted something that I can like lay down in. The look, I feel like the color was pretty much spot on. All the pictures that were shown on poly&bark, especially on the reviews, I read every single review, and pretty much everything that they were saying was pretty much true. Even though from the shipping to the scratching, because they were saying that it's easily scratchable, it is. I mean, I don't have any pets yet or any children of any sort, so I don't really find this bothersome in my lifestyle, but that could be a little bit different, especially if you have like a larger to medium sized dog. The feel, super soft. A lot of people said buttery. I can feel that because I'm touching it right now, and I feel really comfortable in it, and it's not too stiff. I know it'll loosen up over time. Me and my husband love these pillows. I put my head on it all the time, and it's just really soft, super secure. The edges are a lot harder, obviously, but the middle part is just really, really nice quality. You can kind of tell because we've had this for about 2 weeks. There's a little bit of wear into this. This is where my husband usually sits down, and I mean, I don't really care. I know this couch is going to be worn to the last bit, and that's what couches are made for. They're cons, and it's basically the shipping center, and it's not the shippers or the people that drop off the product itself. It's the actual company. It's called AM Trucking, and I'm just not a fan of their tracking situation. It's not accurate at all, and it doesn't say when it's actually in certain areas. So it's coming from, well, my couch came from California, and when I called AM Trucking, there is a southeast location because I'm in Alabama right now. So they shipped it to Georgia, and I didn't even know it was in Georgia. So They had an estimated shipping time or shipping day, which was June 29 or 25th. And they said that they're gonna call the day before to ship it. And I was waiting and I was waiting. And by June 24th, I kind of knew that it wasn't gonna come the 25th. So I called them and I waited on the phone for quite some time, 30 minutes maybe. And I talked to someone and they said, oh, it's gonna come. It is already in Georgia, which is where the main warehouse to ship to specific deliveries. They said that they're gonna try to contact them and they weren't able to, so they said they'd call me back. They never did. But then the next day I received confirmation that they were gonna send it on the 26th, and it was a Friday. And long story short, they never came. And it was because they had an accident, but they didn't tell me. So I called them and they told me then, and they said that the person was supposed to call me, but they never did. So that was a whole thing, but I wanted to make sure it was gonna come the next day, which was the 27th, Saturday. I was kind of skeptical that they were gonna come, to be honest. And I called them probably twice that day because they said that they're gonna come within 8 to 1 p.m. They never came after 1, or was it 2? It was 2 p.m. And I called around 2 p.m. and I said, it's still not here. Is it still arriving? And because I was staying at home all day, so I was just waiting. So I called and they said that it was coming and that it will come soon and it's just delayed. And they actually came around 3 o'clock to 3:15, and the delivery guys were amazing. I love them. I basically only paid for them to drop it off at the garage door or in front of the house. But when they came out, I said, oh, can you just bring it in front of our door? The box was so big that it can't even fit through a normal size door, okay? It could fit in a garage door, okay, but not a normal size door. And they actually brought it in for us, and they did not have to. And they were just really nice. And I don't know if your delivery guys are gonna be that kind. So I just suggest paying extra for them to bring it in. We obviously tipped the delivery guys because they were going above and beyond, and they were the only reason that I like AM trucking, because they had these two guys and they were awesome. Yes, there are like easy scratches like with your nails and stuff like that. It was fine. I dropped like a little bit of water and it dried fine. I actually already dropped a piece of like homemade pizza, like the cheese and sauce on it. And I was freaking out because I didn't want a stain already, especially an oil stain. And I've never had a leather couch, so I kind of cleaned it up with a little bit of baking soda, and because I researched that online, and it was fine. There is no stain at all. They also put in how easy the assembling is, ridiculously easy. And they even have like a little pocket for the, what's it called? The legs of the couch under both of the sides, because they come in 2 sections. Very easy to assemble. And then after that, I found a tear in the back, and I'll also put some photos in for you. And it was a pretty large scratch, and I mean, I wanted to just talk about it because if you're not happy with your product 100%, you can always call customer service. And I called customer service, and I mostly spoke with this guy named Angel. Found out Angel was a guy because I called him too. But they gave me a refund of $150 for that tear, which was about this big. And it was in the back, so you can see it, but you would have to really be looking at it. But I just really applaud to that type of customer service, that, you know, even though it is minimal, you know, $150 does make it a little bit better for the price that we get, because $2,500 is a lot. And if I'm gonna get something for $2,500, I'm gonna make sure I love every inch of this couch, which I do, including the tear. It got its own personality. So if you have any questions, you can definitely comment below and I will get back to you. And my name is Alexis again, and if you're interested in these types of reviews and things, you can subscribe, like, or comment. And thanks, and have a great day. Bye.